Now let's talk about concentration of a solution. Now see, in simple language, what does concentration mean? Just one statement. How much of solute is dissolved in how much quantity of a solvent? When we measure this ratio, that is called as concentration. And if we convert this ratio into percentage, then it is called as concentration of a solution by percentage. So generally, whenever we calculate concentration, it is always done in terms of percentage. So here we have to measure the quantity of the solute as well as the quantity of the solvent, get their ratios, and then convert it into percentage. That will give you the concentration of any solution. Now, why there is a need to measure the concentration of any solution? In 9th standard, you will learn only the calculations. When you go to higher classes, you will realize why these concentration of solutions, why measuring them, why having exact concentrations are important. See, take example of manufacturing of different substances, okay? You buy so many things which are artificially made, shampoos, all the types of creams and gels, your toothpaste, so many things, right? Even the edible things like ketchups and jams and all. Now, if you see the back side of the container, there, what you must check whenever you buy something, what must you check? First of all, what must you check? The expiry date. ये हमेशा check करो, just for general knowledge. Always check the expiry date before you buy anything. Especially when you go to buy from sales and offers. Sales and offers में हमेशा पुरानी चीज़ें होती हैं. Buy 2 get 1 free, buy 1 get another free. So in such sales, whenever you go, देखना उसकी manufacturing date. It would be like it is going to get expired just the next month, or maybe within that month itself. So you must always check the expiry dates, especially if you are buying some edible things. Yeah? Okay. After that, the other things which are written on the back side of any container or wrapper is the detailed information about the ingredients. The names of the ingredients are written. बहुत हाई-फाई complicated नाम मिलेंगे सब. And beside each ingredient, their percentage is written. अगर ये percentage थोड़ा भी इधर उधर हुआ, then the final product won't be the desired one. Product में गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. That is why measuring of these components in percentage basis is very very important. शैम्पू खरीद लिया, उसके concentration में गड़बड़ हो गई, okay? पता चला नहाते समय all the hairs coming out. You don't get the desired result. So measuring of concentration is very very important. In laboratories also, when you go to higher classes in 11th and 12th, you will be performing experiments in chemistry. So in that also the solutions which will be given to you, they have to be prepared of particular measurements. Varna, your result will be wrong, your calculations will be wrong. Now let's see how to measure concentration. As I said, it relates the quantity of solute and the quantity of solvent. Now quantity of solute and solvent can be measured in 2 units. It can be measured in terms of mass and it can also be measured in terms of volume. So if we measure in terms of mass, then we call it mass by mass concentration of a solution. So then it is given by the formula mass of solute. कितना solute डाला है पूरे solution में? See, once you add the solute, then it becomes a total combination of the solute and the solvent. So then how much solute is dissolved in how much solution? Total mass of solution. पूरे solution का mass लेना पड़ेगा mix करने के बाद. So this is the ratio. You are comparing the masses. How much solute in how much solution? And you have to convert it into percentage, so into 100. This is one formula when you are finding the concentration using mass by mass concept. You can also calculate the concentration using volume by volume concept. So तब volume लेना है. So volume of solute divided by total volume of the whole solution, convert into percentage. So these are the 2 formulae that you will be using for finding concentration of solution. Now one question may arise in your mind, when to use which formula? That is very simple. It depends on your question. In the question, if they have given the quantities in terms of mass, अगर grams में quantity दी है, kg में कभी नहीं देंगे, that are two big quantities it becomes. If the quantities are given in grams, you will use this formula. And if the quantities are given in milliliters, then it is this one. In both the cases, the steps remain the same. So let's see an example for this. Okay, so here a solution is prepared by mixing 20 grams of sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is a substance many times used in the laboratories also. Okay, so 20 grams of sodium carbonate is dissolved in 100 grams of water. So ये solution बना लिया. You have to calculate its concentration. So we have to write a few things as the data. So then mass of solute. Which is the solute here? The one which is in lesser quantity. So this is the solute. 20 gram. Mass of solvent. Which is the solvent here? Water. Because it is in more quantity. So 100 gram. So what is the total mass of solution? Total mass, you have to write down. Total mass of the solution. दोनों मिक्स होने के बाद how much is the total mass? 100 plus 20. This way. Because once we mix them, they don't remain separate. So calculations में तो वो combine ही हो जाएंगे. Okay, then only the solution results. So we don't consider mass of solvent separately. So now coming to the formula, so concentration. अब यहाँ grams में दिया है, means obviously we are going to find as mass by mass percentage. So formula लिख दो, mass of solute upon total mass of solution multiplied by 100. So solute is 20. No need to write down the units in calculation steps. Upon 120 total mass here into 100. This way, and then you have to do the calculation. Generally the answer comes in points only. You have to do division and you can get the answer in points, and percentage is the unit. Concentration is always expressed in percentage.